start moving. It is with a lot of selfish motive that my bank will be able to move towards the particular scheme that accepted the Sampurna scheme, as she rightly said. The scheme was originally launched with the village development schemes. And about 4 villages we already put alone will not be able to bring up the standard of living of the people. We also try to keep every other aspect. The phenomenal outreach of the financial institutions, particularly the nationalized banks, after its expansion, 1969 nationalizations, they expanded in manifold. But unfortunately, whether the banks could be able to reach the poor of the poor, poorest of the poor, normal source of credit, banking sector and other financial institutions also faced difficulties in dealing effectively with a large number of small borrowers whose credit needs are small and who are actually not in a position to offer any collateral to the banks. Besides, the cumbersome procedures and risk perception of the banks have left a widening gap in serving the credit needs of the poor. This leads to a search for an alternative source and system of procedures, another comprehensive service, and new delivery mechanism that will fulfill the requirement of the poor. It is in this context the microcredit has emerged as a most suitable and practical alternate to the conventional banking in reaching the hitherto unreached poor population. The question is whether microcredit institution alone will be able to serve what is required. Do the commercial bank have a role to play in that? Of course, public sector banks have a greater role to play. The process of search to find an alternative in identifying the needy and bridge the gap between the willing credit provider and the deserving credit needer. IOB Rotary Sampurna microcredit scheme is one such step to achieve the objective of reaching the needy poor and offering them credit for a gainful employment at an extremely concessional rate. The rate of interest offered under the loan scheme is just 4%, mere 4%. The basic purpose is to provide access to financial institutions to the poor and enable them to start, expand micro-enterprise to break out of poverty. It enables which had reached the poor through microcredit programs extended to the self-help group. The phenomenal commitment by the government agencies as well as the bank to expanding the self-help group concept of Tamil Nadu province or the state of Andhra Pradesh. The two states, I think, done a phenomenal job through the self-help group financing. I am sure the current project, the Rotary IOB Sampurna microcredit scheme, would also reach the high level of success in implementation. I would be extremely happy if the number of persons benefited increase and year by year